So this is Ranajit Banerjee. So Ranajit, why don't you give a brief introduction of yourself so far?
Yeah, Johan, I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I started my career with PwC in consulting. I worked there for about 17, 18 years. Then I worked in the banking industry in the space of project finance. In PwC, I also used to do project advisory related work. Then I joined banking. I worked in ICICI Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and HDFC Bank. And thereafter, I started working on my own as an advisor, primarily for the oil and gas industry. So I'm currently an advisor in the oil and gas industry, where I advise governments and companies on policy matters, on M&A, on valuations, on project development.
All right. So, so Ranajit, what was your main motivation to pursue your career path?
Yeah, it is quite difficult to remember when I started. I did my graduation in economics, so I thought something very which is finance related is going to fit my graduation. I did my BS in economics, so I started my career. I started to do chartered accountancy because I felt where I could apply my financial knowledge, which is in the field of finance. Chartered accountancy those days was considered and still considered as a very good option. So I took it up. And when I did CA and I joined my first organization, I got involved in project feasibility analysis. So I developed my love for project finance. So you can say it is my love for big projects and a love for finance and economics and viability. So that motivated me to stick to my profession. I have had various opportunities to work in the IT space and various other spaces, but I have kept to this line. So that has been my motivation.
All right. So so how do you use technology, and how do you think technology will impact your line of work?
Well, technology, we have been seeing from right from the beginning how technology has changed the workspace. You may not be too young to know that when we started work, almost everything was typewritten. So it gradually shifted to Microsoft Office kind of software load. In finance, before Microsoft, there was Lotus spreadsheets, then came Microsoft spreadsheets, Excel. Lotus was also there.
Lotus
So
one to
that
three.
the Lotus 123. Now we have Microsoft Excel. So that revolutionized how you do financial analysis. Then obviously I'm talking about a basic level. Then the typewriting thing went for a toss, and all your reports and analysis were written in Microsoft Office Word and its predecessors. So those were the basic stuff. Then in my line of business, in oil and gas industry, in infrastructure industry, you see a lot of application of technology to in the industry itself, not myself, but in the industry itself. Uh, you see a lot of application of now artificial intelligence kind of tools to analyze how the oil and gas industry behaves, how it can predict the future or in decision making. So I don't want to go into the details of it, but there is increasingly, especially over the last 4 or 5 years, we are hearing increasingly how artificial intelligence can help in finding oil and gas from below the earth, allow the people to make decisions. But in my line, in policy making, in advisory work, role of technology is limited. It is more your brains than technology. But you can store your knowledge, you can analyze your knowledge, you can access much more greater depth of knowledge using technology, using the internet. Because most of the stuff of other governments are available, policy work is available in the internet. But directly, technology is not affecting my work as much as it's in other industry.
All right. So, Ranajit, what guidance do you have for a student who looks to pursue a career in consulting or in finance?
In consulting, Johan, current scenario is very technology driven. So if you policy advisory work will come late. I'm an expert in the policy advisory work, but I see increasingly about 60-70% of the consulting workspace is technology driven. So digitalization, then application of latest technology in decision making, in corporate monitoring. These are areas where a consulting guy has to develop monitoring, even in the public space, in government. You will see that application of technology, that is internet-based technology or accessing data, is very important. In finance, also, you say fintech, the digital payment system. These are all technology driven. But in finance, you also need to develop knowledge. I mean, it's not just stock market. If you are in stock market related activities or portfolio management, that is also technology driven. But if you want to be in corporate finance, where your decision making is involved, you need to have the theory and the knowledge and understanding. So I would say 90% you have to be technology savvy uh, in consulting, and in finance, maybe 60-70% of is technology driven, depending on which sphere of finance you want to work for. But you also need to be good in theory, understanding of the subject.
All right. So thank you, Ranajit. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Johan. We wish you best of luck, and whoever